makofi, hizo mashangwe, hizo manduru, zisinichanganye. Hizo makofi, hizo mashangwe, hizo manduru, zisinichanganye. Baba, nifunze.
My name is David Kibira Wanjiru. My stage name is Bire. Most of us know, or most of you know me as Bire the vocalist. Baba, nifunze, naomba, nifunze, ikiwa sijui kukuabudu Baba, nifunze, ikiwa sijui kukupa utukufu, nifunze, wewe. My name is Bire. So Bire, most people ask me, where did Bire come from? My mom tells me I have two English names which do not appear in my birth certificate. But my other English name is called Billy. So Billy, where I come from Central Kenya, where Araero is a problem. And so it changed from Billy to Bire. So that's how, where Bire, Bire, where Bire. So I realized, it's such a unique name. So most of the guys from America, they call me Bire. So I can also take that in. Bire. But that is where Bire came from. Bire is a second born in a family of two boys. My elder brother, who is called Stanley Kamodho Wanjiru, and now David Kibira Wanjiru. We're just two. My brother is like my father. The gap between us is almost like 7-8 years. So actually, at and you, I think in my secondary school, part of it, he actually contributed and made me go to school. So I see him as a father figure, and thank you so much, Stanley, for standing kusimama nami. Kizungu imepotea. But thank you so much, bro. I really love you. Bire is a family man. A father of 3 children. That is Riwel, Igdalia, and Zamar. Bire, who is also, I don't know. Bire is a musician, a songwriter, a vocalist, and a music director. I think that is, in a nutshell, who Bire is.
Kwanza kabisa ni kukuomba msamaha kwa kunipenda kwanza mimi nikachorea, nikapotelea kwa mchezo wa anasa.
I found myself in Dandora. That is where nilijipata, nilijijua nikiwa Dandora. So I think I've lived in Dandora for 25 years, ever since I was a kid until ile time nilianza, I think, kupata pesa. Ndio nilitoka. So my life in Dandora is just like any other person's life, where luck is the order of the day. Nilienda shule nilianza kindergarten yangu shule inaitwa Daddy Joy. That time ilikuwa inaitwa Daddy Joy. Sasa hizi inaitwa Joy Dad. Then from there nikaenda James Gichuru Primary School from year 1997. I think nilimaliza 2004. James Gichuru Primary School. By back then headmaster wetu alikuwa anaitwa Mr. Guya, na alikuwa mnoma mbaya, alikuwa anatuwekelea. Then from there sikuenda mbali sana, atio nimepita nikaenda Moi Forces, nikavuka tu fence nikaenda shule inaitwa Dandora Secondary School, and that is where nika do my first KCSE which I never passed because I was so rebellious. I think I just wanted my mom to take me to a music school. And I kept on telling her, Mom, please take me to a music school. If I get a good grade, would you take me to a good school, at a music school? And my mom was like, uibaji ni nini? Ni usome, ukuwe daktari ama engineer. And I think that is how we all grew up. So I became rebellious and I never used to read. So I got a seaplane in Dandora Secondary School. Coming from a family where genius people like my brother, who got an A minus, you are an outcast. Utapigiwa kelele, nikapigiwa kelele. And by that time, I think my brother had already cleared campus when I was getting my grades. He was actually working. So my mom is like, why can't you be like your brother? I'm like, Mom, but I just wanted to do music. So my brother came, talked to me and told me, you know what, with this grade you can't go anywhere. Si kama saizi saya Matiang'i ukiwa na seaplane umepita. Kitambo ukiwa na seaplane you're a failure, total failure. So I had to go back again to school. I went to Jombe Boys High School in Murang'a. Huko ndio nilisoma. And I got a B plane. I actually missed campus with 1 point. Uniuma mpaka wa leo. Sabu at that time, getting a B plane that was around, men were going to campus with a 61B. And I only managed to get a 60. Iliniuma sana. Si kama saizi manzi ukiwa na C+ unaingia kampu. So nikatoka Jombe Boys High School, nikaingia East African School of Management, and I did CICT, which is a CASNEB course called Certified Information and Communication Technologist. Then nikafika level 3, nikasema, hey, baba yangu, I'm not an IT person. So nikaichorea, nikaenda kwa madhe, nikamwambia mami, kitu mmenipea haiwezi work. So kaniuliza unataka nini na usiniambie muziki. So come up na course inaitwa tourism. So nikaenda Zitech University nikafanya tourism and business studies. Well, that was back in 2013 and 2012 to 2014. Zitech University. Yeah, that is my school life, I think. That is my school life. But in between school life, in Dandora Secondary School, that is where I met a group called the Morning Star. The Morning Star was the official praise and worship team of Dandora Secondary School. And so one day, vile tu naimbanga tu kwa barabara, I met a guy called JJ. So JJ heard me sing and he said, wow, you have a very good alto. I said, oh, so alto is a voice? I never knew these things. Alto is a voice or... I can be, yes, it's so natural. I would want you to come to and join the Morning Star. And then nikakuwa tu, sasa surely, nimeingia secondary hata sijamaliza 1 year ni join hizi vitu za praise and worship, takuwa noma sana. Cutting the story short, I was convinced by another lady called Emily Gaki. Tulikuwa tunamwita Gax then. Akaniambia hapana, you have to join. And that is how I joined Morning Star and I became part of the praise and worship in Dandora Secondary School. Na unasikia I am part of the praise and worship in Dandora Secondary School, lakini rebellion pale nyumbani sababu my mom is telling me I can't do music. She's like, what kind of life is that? But still, I used to do that. In 2008, just before I cleared my first Form 4 or my KCSE, in church, someone called Mr. Kibe, together with Naftali Njoroge, they were I'm from PCA Dandora back then, but right now I'm in Karura Community Chapel. Back then I was in PCA Dandora. And so they said, you know what, you guys have good voices. We just need a director. And they brought in a guy called Moses Kibe who blew me up. I had a raw talent, but there was this guy who really forced it out and brought out the best of my ability. He was called Moses Kibe, who is the late. May his soul rest in peace. And that is the guy who propelled my music. Alikuwa ananipiga literally. I think he had seen what the potential I had. Alikuwa ananishika ngumi. Ananiambia, my friend, you have to sing well. Unapigwa bare lakini unamwambia, yes sir, thank you sir, I'm sorry sir. It was like that manze. Na siwezi regret the fact that I met that guy who tutored me how to sing for just 2 years. And he changed my life. He changed how I viewed life, and he's the one actually who made me go back to school. Because he said, you know what? Let music, wacha mziki iongeze utamu kwa life yako, but get education. Because with education you can do so much. But wacha mziki ikuwe ndio inaongeza utamu kwa life yako. Let it not be that is the main thing. You get the whole point. And huyo ndio mseli ni change your life sana. So alikuwa ananipiga bare, ananiambia, my friend, you have the right voice, but I want you to project it the way I want it to sound. So Moses Kibe happened, and then I went to Jombe Boys High School. Jombe Boys High School, I didn't join music festival club or drama club, but in 2010, we organized a talent show, which I emerged the best male vocalist of Jombe, that is 2010, and I was a very good debater back in school, so I became the best debater. We had a tournament with almost like 4 schools, and I became the best debater. So those things are the ones that are attributed to the person I am today. Coming to Zitech University, I was the best male vocalist of the year 2013. I was meant to be the best male vocalist of the year 2014, but judges tulikuwa na wao wakasema, ai, si umse tunamuonanga akimba na Pitson, umse sha make it. Hakuna haja tumpatie the best male vocalist. What they never knew is that I really depended on that title for the school to pay my school fees. But sasa principal akakama kaniambia, but you see now you just became the first runners up, and the school fees was for the person who became the best. Manze iliniuma. By the time nimalize hiyo campus life, that year was so hard for me that I had to hook bras and pants. Manzino nilipetu yani school fees. Sababu kuna magadhe fulani hapa, they are actually my friends right now. Moji was there, was actually the judge, Moji Shot Baba, and King Kaka. They were judges, but because they had seen me in most of the platforms with Pitson, and then at that time Lingana Yesu ndio ilikuwa iko top, so niko kila mahali na Pitson, so wanasema mse asha make it, but hawakuwa wanajua struggle ilikuwa real on the other hand. But anyway, hiyo ni life, and I have a story. You see, there is a story for it, and sikukufa moyo. Niliuzia madem bra wewe. Nilikuwa naingia hivi class Fridays, sababu nilikuwa nazibeba Friday. Napigiwa makofi na nderemo, shangwe, vigelegele. So mwalimu anashindwa, Buda, so what do you do in life? Kumbe mimi ndio najua na wasotingi, unajua. It was just funny. And then kuficha hizo vitu, sababu huwezi ingia na hizo vitu shule. So nilikuwa nabeba vitabu mingi. Alafu bra sasa tunaziweka huku chini. Unazisuppress vile uchia ama gada akienda tu kufungua anaona tu ni vitabu uko nazo. And that is how we survived in 2013.
Twakuangalia